Man, it feels like every time I turn on the camera these days, I have a different view for you. So I'm in Wisconsin now. It's April, so we are smack in the middle of all this COVID business. I've come home. We're my parents' house to ride this whole thing out, and yeah, I'm glad to be here. The weather is just perfect today. It's gonna be the last really nice day I think we're gonna have for a while. I think it's gonna get cold here for the next week or so. So I thought today was a good time as any to do update for O.W.L.S, which I am participating in. I have a limited selection of books at the moment. A lot of them are packed up in a storage unit and not accessible to me right now. So I have like 6 or 7 books that I brought home with me, and I'm just trying to make do with what I got to match the prompts as best I can. I do have my book of the month box coming here in a few days, and I ordered a couple of things off Amazon, which hopefully will get here in time as well. But yeah, so far I've finished one book. I read Spin the Dawn, which was my match for the divination prompt. You just had to basically select a random number of your books, which I did for the 7 that I have, and that was the one it selected. To be honest, I was a little disappointed with it. Spin the Dawn was promoted as a Mulan crossed with like some sort of clothes designer reality show. And I was really excited about it because I love fantasy, I adore fantasy, but deep down I know I would be absolutely crap if I somehow managed to land in a fantasy world of quests and fighting and everything. So I was really excited for a fantasy book that seemed to be stemming from design work and sewing and textile crafts, which is something that I'm actually good at. And the start of the book was really, really good. I really liked the start. It had a lot of kind of what I was expecting of these very craft-centered tasks that did have a magical element to it, but the focus was designing and producing these items of clothing. But then about midway through the book, it kind of fell into more of a traditional fantasy quest, which was good, and I did enjoy it. It just, like I said, it just really wasn't what I wanted for the book to be. So I gave it a 3 stars in the end, kind of middling. I'm not sure if I'll read the sequel or not. I guess, see, it's a few more months before it comes out, so we'll see. And then I'm about a third of the way through Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, and that is to match my History of Magic prompt, which is for just reading a book with witches in it. And I think Ninth House might be a bit of a stretch. Well, not really. Like, it is about magic and magic users and these magic practitioners at Yale. I don't think anyone's actually used the term witch yet, though, so whatever. I'm pretty sure it counts. Oh man, there's like an eagle over here. So yeah, about a third of the way through that, I'm enjoying it. It's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why. Maybe because I've read the author's young adult works. Maybe that's why I didn't expect it to be very dark. Any other updates? I guess that's it. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy in all this craziness, and I will update you when I have something to update. Alright, I just got this book in my April Book of the Month box, and this is going to be my read for the Defense Against the Dark Art prompt, which is supposed to be a book set on the coast or on an island. I think this one, yep, island off the coast of Ireland. Perfect. It's going to be a thriller. I guess someone on this guest list dies. I think it's going to be a nice, cozy read by the fire book. Alright, quick update before work. I have gotten so far through the guest list. Thoughts. It's definitely very gripping. It's a very gripping book. I am having a hard time putting it down. I want to know what happens and everything. Do not like the characters, like at all. They're not fun at all. So yeah, I think it's probably going to be an averaging thriller. I think it's going to be a good, fun read, but I'm not sure it's really going to have any lasting impact. But yeah, really, what more do you want from a thriller? Just to keep you hooked. So probably read a little bit more of that on my break, and that should be it for the day. Thought I should introduce you guys to this nicely stereotypical Wisconsin spring where snowstorms just pop out of nowhere, when not so long ago it was nice enough to have clothes on the line. It's fun. It's great. It's real great. Welcome back to another car update, because this is the only time I think to do it. This time after work, not before work. So we're switching it up a little bit. I'm currently reading Reverie right here. This is for the Care of Magical Creatures class, the prompt for which is that you have to have beak on the cover, which is a bit of a stretch, but you'll see there's all these bird silhouettes and they have beaks. You can't see them, but they do have them. And that's literally the only book I have that fills that prompt. To be honest, I'm not loving it. I don't really know what's happening. So it's about this guy, this boy who was in an accident, and now he can't remember anything that happened for like the last 3 months. And he's seeing some creepy things. He's not really sure if they're real or not. He's not sure if his memories are real or not. And yeah, he doesn't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. And I tend to not like that. If I don't understand what's happening, I tend to get annoyed very fast. To be honest, if this wasn't for a readathon, if this wasn't a book that I need for the readathon, because this is, again, literally the only book I have right now with beak on the cover, I probably would DNF it, but as it is, I think I'm going to give it, like I said, I think I'm about 50 pages in right now. Probably give it another 50 pages, and hopefully some things start to make sense. Hopefully, because I try really hard not to read books I don't like. I think life is too short for that. Yeah, but gonna give it another 50 pages. Hopefully it gets better, and yeah, that's all I got, I think.
It's still saying it's pending.
You mean after the bank is closed on Saturday? Oh, it's Friday tomorrow. Okay. I'll wait till Saturday afternoon. Feels like a Friday night right now. This is Jack whenever I bring him outside. Just, he's very sensory overload, I think. He just kind of stands in one spot and looks around. I won't leave him out here because I honestly don't think he's smart enough to find his way back in.
He likes to come out in the grass every once in a while and just kind of sniff around like a couple square feet. Hello. It is a gorgeous spring day, so I thought we'd take a little walk and talk about books. I think the last time I talked, I was talking about Reverie and how I wasn't liking it so much, but I was gonna stick with it because it was the only book I had that filled the Care Magical Creatures prompt, which is still true. But I'm gonna set it aside for now because there's only a week left in the O.W.L.S, and there's no way I'm going to finish all of the book prompts in that time. So I think I'm just gonna read what I want.
Please hang up and try again.
Well, that failed. I don't remember what I was trying to say the other day because it was like 3 days ago, that last clip. Dad brought home a kayak and that had to be investigated. Yeah, I don't remember what I was going to say before. But reading wise, I'm reading a book called The Mercies right now. This is for my herbology class prompt, a book that starts with M. And it's got some really interesting parallels with modern day current events in the sense that there's this big storm and it kills like all the men in a village, and the women have to adjust to that. And I don't know, I just thought it was kind of interesting in the sense that like this crazy unpredictable thing happened and now we have to change how we think life works. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. I like that it's not super oh, chipmunk, super in line with current events. I don't think I could handle a pandemic book right now, but Mercies is good. This is good. What else am I reading? I'm also still working on Ninth House. Really haven't made any progress on it recently. Yeah, it's good. It is good. It is a good book. I'm just, I don't know, trying to really take my time and absorb it, if you will. And other than that, life just goes on. Work is fine. Home is fine. Ooh. You guys want to see something really cute? We got a bunch of little baby pheasant chicks earlier this week. Just a few days old. Oh, look at this one there. Oh, I scared him. So cute. Hi. It is April 29th, which means we only have 2 days left in the O.W.L.S. So far, I've only read 4 books this month, which isn't great, but we're not stressing about it because I still have my potions class to do, which is to read a book under 150 pages. So something nice and short, knock out in one sitting. I have the perfect book for it. It's Moonstruck. This is a comic book. I double checked, and there actually aren't page numbers at all. But we're gonna assume it's just 150 pages. This is just a super cute graphic novel a lot of people have been talking about recently. It's basically a magic school type story, but college level. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it looks super cute. I'm really liking the, you're not gonna be able to see that at all, but like the art style is, I don't know words. I'm not an artist, but this very like cute art style, very cartoony art style. It's not, I don't like the more realistic style, so I'm excited for that. I had to go out to the post office today. On my way home, I went through the McDonald's drive-thru, got myself a mocha, so I'm gonna get comfy on the couch and knock that book out, and then I can bring my total up to 5, and that's respectable, I think.